So today I filmed a video on how I contour and highlight my face. I really like contouring and highlighting. It adds so much brightness to your face. It adds a little dimension to your face, a bit of a bronze look, a little color to your face. It helps to conceal any areas that you might not be that comfortable with, and it helps to really kind of bring areas that you want to emphasize to the forefront. So I hope you guys want to give this a try. So if you'd like to see how I do my contouring and highlighting, please keep watching. Okay, so first we're going to start with a nice face that I've primed. It's with the Benefit Professional. I've applied it all over my face, and then I'm going to use my foundation. It's the EX1 foundation in Visiwear, and I'm doing the F400 and the F100, and I'm mixing them together, and I put those on my face already. So now we're going to start with the highlighting. I'm going to use the Maybelline Age Rewind, and it's in the shade Neutralizer, and I'm just going to apply that under my eye area in a V formation, and I'm going to definitely focus on just the inner corner there just to brighten that area as well. Looking good, Gabi. So then we're going to just keep doing that to the other eye, focusing on the V shape. We're going to put it right down the center, the bridge of our nose, apply it just to the top of your forehead there, and kind of just make a little tree. We're going to just hit the chin just with a little bit to bring your chin forward, and just between the jaw and where your your contour line is under your cheekbone, just put a little line there. It will sharpen things up once we do our contour. Now we're going to take a damp beauty blender. It's my favorite thing to do for highlighting, and I'm just going to press the highlight into my skin, and as we do this it will blend it out. I've dampened my beauty blender with cold water, and this really helps to distribute the product and blend it into your skin. So just kind of use a tapping motion and kind of just like a little wiggle there. If you just want to use just like a little pressure when you're dragging it out to the edges, that will help with the blending process. We're going to do the other eye, the same thing, really work that into the corners of the eye, so we're not wanting any harsh lines here. We just kind of want a nice flawless blended look, and the beauty blender really helps with that. It almost gives an airbrushed finish. And then we're going to just really try to keep that line that we made on our nose. We're trying not to blend it to the sides too much. Sorry about the sunlight there, guys. And we're going to do the same thing to the forehead, but really kind of focus on blending that out because we don't want to look like a weirdo. Excellent. So we're just going to move on to the chin here, and just the chin. Yes, there we go. And then we're going to start dabbing that in, and then we'll move on to the area between the jaw and your cheekbone there, just gently blending that out. Don't blend things out too much because then you'll lose your line altogether, but we don't want any harsh lines. Okay, so now we're going to move on to, that says Too Faced, sorry about the lighting, and it's the Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. It smells so good. It smells just like chocolate. So we're gonna smear that all over our face. I'm using my Real Techniques contouring brush there, and we're just applying it into the hollows of our cheeks and just working it down towards the mouth, but not too far to the mouth. And then we're just gonna blend it upwards once we get a nice definite line there. You don't want to blend it down because then you will lose the shape that we just worked so hard to make. Same thing on the other side, really concentrating up towards the ear and halfway down the jaw, and then just slowly blending it out, and then blending it upwards just to kind of diffuse the line there and make it look more natural. Feel free to build up the product, because if you do add it too heavily at first, then you're really gonna get a muddy look, and it's really hard to blend out if you've added way too much. So it's good just to take your time and build up the product so that you get a nice smooth finish. Next, I'm gonna take the brush and just pinch it, and then I'm just gonna tap it twice into the bronzing powder, and then I'm just gonna work it onto the side of my nose and blend it into my brow line there. This will add some dimension to your nose. If you have any issues with your nose, if you find it's too wide or if it's too long, this is perfect for that. I like doing it just to add a little, you know, color to my face, dimension, and it really helps do that. And when we're working on the little tip of your nose here, it really helps shorten it up just by working that powder in there. We're just gonna hit just underneath our lip with a little bit. It just makes the bottom lip look a little bit more pouty. You're creating a bit of a shadow there. Next, we're going to work it into our hairline. I don't add it all the way across my forehead because I find my forehead to be a little small, so I want to keep it as large and in charge as I possibly can. So we're just going to blend that into kind of the temple area and up into the hairline. It just brings the rest of the look together. Make sure you blend it really well into the hairline because I have a lot of baby hairs and it tends to kind of be really attracted to that area. Next, I'm going to take it and just start making a line along my jaw there. This really helps with a double chin situation, which I kind of have, and it just helps to sharpen your jawline up and bring the look together. So we're just going to run it along, and then after we kind of get it where we want it, we're just blending it downwards so that it kind of looks normal, so that it doesn't look like we're trying to grow a beard or anything. Now just take your brush, any areas that you feel like you need to blend in more, now is a good time to do so. Blending is always a good thing when you're doing contouring and highlighting. Just darken any areas up that you want a little bit more drama or focus to be on. Now I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and it's in the transparent shade, and we're just going to use this with a Real Techniques multitasking brush, and we're just going to set the areas that we used our highlight on. So that's the area that we used the Maybelline neutralizer, and that can tend to crease up a little bit, so this just really helps. Just lock it down, keep it in place. We don't want it to go anywhere. Powder just kind of shows it who's the boss, and we're telling it what to do. Any areas you might find that you get shiny too, hit the powder on those areas because it will keep you matte for longer. That there is the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and rub it around. The heat of your finger helps to blend it into the top of your cheekbone there. It adds a really pretty glow, and it kind of makes your cheekbones look a little bit higher because you're attracting light to that area. So we're just tapping it in with a really light finger, and then once you have the product tapped into the place you want it to be in, then you just kind of take your finger and slowly, lightly drag it over that just to kind of blend it just a little bit. Now we're going to do it the same on the other side. Just tapping that in and then slowly blending it out there. And it really adds just a nice little gleam and show a glow and sheen to the face. And there we go. And now I'm going to step away and finish the rest of my makeup, and boom, there we go, all finished. So that's the finished look, and I'll be right back. So this is the finished look. I've went ahead and I've done a little bit of eyeshadow, I've put a little blush on, and I put my mascara on. Speaking of which, I think that's the next video I'm going to do, is my eyelash care routine, etc. How I get my eyelashes to go past my eyebrows. Oh, that's just my dream. So if you enjoyed watching the video, I'd really appreciate it if you would like the video. Leave any comments you have down below, and please subscribe so you can get notified when I post a new video. Thanks!